There is a saying among people with fate: blessed land is inhabited by blessed people, and blessed people live in blessed land. Our Chinese civilization's cosmology is the unity of heaven and man. Every grass, tree, mountain, and river is a living entity. From this perspective, our living environment is also a living entity, just like the acupoints in the meridian system. The soul of an auspicious home is the unity of heaven and man, following the natural way. If you want to have an auspicious residence that becomes more and more auspicious, you must follow the heavens and earth, and awaken our conscience and abilities. This way, the magnetic field of the residence will get better and better. Therefore, a residence is not a cold shell, but a fusion with heaven and earth, reflecting the endless vitality of life. Since ancient times, the Chinese nation has attached great importance to the feng shui of the home, hoping to have a feng shui treasure land. Good feng shui can attract a lot of blessings for the entire family, and the family's fortune will improve. Speaking of family feng shui, we all know that in addition to the quality of family members, the placement of items in the home is also very particular. In modern terms, people create the environment, and the environment also creates people. To develop well, one cannot do without a good environment. The same goes for a family. To have good feng shui, you need a good family environment. As the saying goes, there are 4 empty spaces in the home, and the water and wind will be smooth. No matter if your home is luxurious or simple, you should keep these 4 places empty. The emptier these 4 places are, the more prosperous your fortune will be. The entrance should be empty, just as people need face, doors also have a facade. The facade of a family is the first step for others to understand your family. The entrance is the source of good luck. A good facade can help you attract more benefactors. Therefore, the entrance must be clean, tidy, and grand. If it is messy and disorganized, the whole house will not look good. Do not pile up debris or garbage at the entrance. At most, place a doormat, and keep the rest of the area clean. If the entrance is dirty and crowded, with a pile of smelly shoes, imagine what kind of feeling that would be. A clean entrance keeps the house clean, so we must regularly clean and remove dust and debris. The decorations on the door should not be too fancy. At most, you can put up a door god, a Fu character, or hang a small feng shui ornament. Some people, to highlight the grandeur and uniqueness of their home, deliberately build an arch or a very complex curtain at the entrance. This is actually unnecessary and will affect the home's magnetic field energy. The house you live in is a reflection of yourself. Your life is like your room. If a family cannot even ensure the cleanliness of the entrance, the environment inside the house will not be good either. Details often determine the feng shui of the family and the life attitude of all family members. People who do not care about the facade often do not care about their own lives. The kitchen should be empty. Whether a family is blessed depends on the health and physical condition of the family members. To ensure the health of the family, you must pay attention to the feng shui of the kitchen. The empty here does not mean clearing out the kitchen and never cooking again, but rather paying special attention to the placement of items and space configuration in the kitchen. In general, the kitchen should be bright, clean, ventilated, and tidy. Many people's kitchens are often filled with oil smoke, with utensils scattered around and various household appliances piled up. Every time they cook, they can't find the pot or the ingredients, and they can't even find enough bowls, chopsticks, and spoons. Cooking and eating become a torment. There is a saying, illness enters through the mouth, and disaster comes out of the mouth. A kitchen that does not meet hygiene standards, even if it can cook delicacies, will only cause stomach diseases, ultimately losing blessings and wealth. To keep the kitchen fresh and clean, we should pay attention to the following details: keep the air flowing, have windows, basic ventilation facilities, and oil pollution removal devices. The placement of kitchen utensils should be tidy and classified, leaving some space for operation. The placement of ingredients should be separated into dry and wet to avoid contamination. Clear the countertops and keep the stove clean. Kitchen garbage should be cleaned up in time to avoid bad smells. After cooking or eating, clean up and remove stains to prevent bacteria from breeding. Illness enters through the mouth. The kitchen is the rear of the family, responsible for food supply and replenishment. If the kitchen is not clean, it will inevitably affect the health of the family. If you cannot ensure the health of the family, everything else is empty talk. The bathroom should be empty. The bathroom is the most frequently used place in the home. As a small and humid space, if the hygiene is not up to standard, it can easily become a place for dirt and grime. The family will wash and bathe here, and if it is not clean, a lot of dirty water will accumulate. In such an environment, washing and using the bathroom will greatly affect the mood. If there are elderly or children at home, the slippery floor can easily cause falls. The bathroom is already the most humid place in the house. If the hygiene is not up to standard, it will easily breed bacteria, cause mold on the walls, and produce odors. In today's fast-paced lifestyle, people easily overlook the cleanliness of the bathroom. In fact, keeping the bathroom clean is not just for showing to others, but for our own and our family's health. The less noticeable the place, the more attention and importance it should receive. Keeping the bathroom empty, away from unnecessary dirt and bacteria, and focusing more on the health and quality of life of the family. A clean bathroom can also become our private emotional buffer zone. At least when we are in a bad mood, we can close the door, listen to music, take a hot bath, and not be disturbed by anyone, releasing all the bad emotions. This way, we won't complain and blame our family members, avoiding unnecessary quarrels with them. The bedroom should be empty. The bedroom is the place we spend the most time in every day, and it needs to be warm and comfortable. As a writer once said, if your room is messy, dreams and good luck will slip away. If you let it go, a messy room will bring bad luck. Keeping the bedroom tidy and comfortable, and having a good resting environment, allows us to better face the challenges of life and work. If you always casually pile clothes and other items on the bedside or cabinet, it will give a messy feeling, definitely ruining the mood. It will also easily breed mites and bacteria, affecting our sleep quality. Therefore, keeping the space tidy and orderly is an important guarantee for creating a warm resting space. It is recommended to reasonably arrange furniture and decorations, leaving enough space for activities, making the bedroom look more spacious and bright. Choose soft lighting and natural light, avoiding glaring strong light and overly dim environments, creating a comfortable and pleasant atmosphere. You can adjust the brightness of the light by arranging lamps and adjusting curtains, making the space more comfortable and warm. The bedroom should not have too many decorations and plants. Too many things will make it look crowded. Plants release carbon dioxide at night, indirectly affecting people's sleep quality. The color of the walls and wallpaper should be soft, avoiding red, purple, and other dark colors, as these colors give a sense of oppression, affecting the positive energy in the home. As the saying goes, peace of mind brings comfort, and a broad mind brings blessings. Living in a beautiful, tidy, warm, and grand home for a long time makes people feel much better. When encountering something, they won't become irritable or lose control of their emotions. Seeing family members calm and smiling, the negative energy in the heart will disappear instantly. Home is where we spend our lives together, the direction of our return. Everyone hopes for a prosperous home and blessings at the door because the prosperity of the home determines the direction of a person's destiny. As the ancients said, a prosperous home brings good fortune every year, and a declining home brings misfortune in everything. If you observe carefully, you will find that any prosperous and talented family has these 5 things in abundance. Smiles, the Book of Rites says, those who have harmony will have a pleasant appearance, and those who have a pleasant appearance will have a gentle demeanor. A harmonious heart will naturally bring a kind expression. A simple smile can bring warmth to people. A warm smile to family members will make the home full of warmth. Once, a fellow practitioner's home was like a battlefield, full of smoke and chaos. His wife always lost her temper, and the child didn't want to talk to him. He was puzzled. To ease the family atmosphere, he asked his master for advice. The master gave him a wonderful trick, telling him to smile every time he entered the house. The husband was half believing but tried it anyway. Every day before entering the door, he would smile and leave his negative emotions behind. Over time, his wife's smile also increased, and the home became more warm and harmonious. It turns out that a simple smile has such great power. The warmth of the home depends on the curvature of the mouth. The greatest tragedy of a family is the inability to maintain a good mood towards loved ones. When you easily vent your bad emotions, it only chills the hearts of your family members. When you are with your family, learn to leave them with good emotions, and naturally, the family will be harmonious and happy. Communication, an ancient saying goes, giving words to others is more valuable than pearls and jade. Hurting others with words is worse than swords and knives. Language is the greatest invention and also a tool that can hurt feelings. Good communication can eliminate barriers between family members, making their interactions more harmonious. As the saying goes, wood does not drill through, and words not spoken are not understood. No matter what ideas you have, even if you disagree with the other party, you should communicate in a timely and sincere manner, rather than remaining silent and delaying, which will only make conflicts bigger and turn the home into a place of chaos. The root cause of destroying a family is the lack of communication. When encountering problems, do not just criticize and blame, but communicate in a timely manner to find the right solution. Effective communication is not about speaking openly but speaking well. Only in this way can blessings increase. Diligence and frugality. Zheng Guofan once said, "The prosperity of a family lies in diligence and frugality." Birds that fly to the highest point will face the fate of falling. When a family becomes extremely extravagant, decline and desolation are not far away. According to historical records, when the founding emperor of the Ming dynasty, Zhu Yuanzhang, held a birthday banquet for the empress, he only used 4 dishes and 1 soup to entertain the officials. Not only that, but he also issued a strict order requiring all officials to hold banquets with only 4 dishes and 1 soup. Violators would be severely punished. The officials were very puzzled. After all, the empress's birthday was a day of universal celebration and should be held grandly. Moreover, the country was clearly rich in resources, so why be so frugal? But Zhu Yuanzhang had lived a hard life since childhood and knew that only through diligence and frugality could life be stable. It was precisely because of this that during Zhu Yuanzhang's reign, the national strength was strong, becoming a significant chapter in history. The affairs of the world often succeed through diligence and frugality and fail through extravagance. Even if a family has mountains of gold and silver, as long as they are extravagant for a day, they will eventually eat away their wealth. Diligence and frugality in managing a household are like planting and cultivating blessings. When blessings arrive, the family's fortune will naturally prosper. Filial piety. A father is kind, and a son is filial. This is the blessing of a family. In a family where children know how to be filial and repay their parents, such a family is bound to be warm and happy. In ancient times, there was a family where 3 generations lived together. One day, the father said to the son, "Your grandfather is old and weak, and living in this world is meaningless. It's better to abandon him in the deep mountains." Late at night, they carried the old man in a sack to the mountains. Just as they were about to leave him, the son said, "Father, we only need to leave grandfather. Why throw away the sack too?" The father angrily said, "We don't need the person anymore, so why keep the sack?" The son replied, "If we throw away the sack, what will I use to carry you to the mountains in the future?" The father suddenly realized and hurriedly took the old man back home and took good care of him from then on. In fact, when you are filial to your parents, you are also treating your future self well. Filial piety makes parents happy, and the harmony in the home will increase and never decline. It can be seen that the prosperity of every family starts with filial piety to parents. Kindness. A person who loves goodness, even if blessings have not yet arrived, disasters will be far away. A person who is kind-hearted and willing to help others, even if blessings have not yet arrived, disasters will be far away. To have a prosperous family, kindness is indispensable. When Fan Zhongyan was in office, he advocated reducing taxes and corvée labor to help the common people. Because of the severe land annexation in the northern Song dynasty, many common people had no land and were displaced. Fan Zhongyan used thousands of acres of land as charity fields to save the people from hunger and cold. Because of Fan Zhongyan's influence, his descendants inherited his kindness. When the land was damaged again due to war, his descendants also contributed funds for reconstruction. It was precisely because of Fan Zhongyan's good deeds that a seed of kindness was planted in the family, which continued for hundreds of years, making the Fan family prosperous and enduring. The greatest blessing of a person is not a life of luxury but a kind heart. Kindness is the best source of blessings for a family. A family where everyone has a kind heart and does good deeds will always be accompanied by benefactors, and blessings will become deeper and deeper. A person's blessings are not determined by heaven but must be fought for by oneself. The same goes for a family. To cultivate good feng shui, start with small things. Remember to keep 4 places in the home empty and have 5 things in abundance. Cultivating good feng shui in the home will create a positive environment that attracts more good fortune. When the fortune is good, everything will go smoothly, and the sense of happiness will be higher. Thank you for reading to the end. If today's sharing has helped you, please give me a thumbs up and respond with blessings at the door. May your home be prosperous, your career successful, and your wealth abundant. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please click the subscribe button on the screen to connect with me. Join as a member to cultivate blessings together. Feel free to share, and the merit will be boundless.